Let's talk about some coaches on the hot seat right now. NFL, college, the biggest name coaches that gotta go now. Number one for me, I'll kick it right off. I'm gonna go Mike McDaniel. I think the
Mm.
Dolphins are a dumpster fire with no end in sight. The offense is bad outside of an occasional Devin Achan showing. The defense is beyond horrible, and they make no adjustments, no effort on getting better. This team does not respect this coach. They haven't quit on him yet, but when players are late and not attending meetings and not disciplined for it, they'll walk all over you. Now your starting quarterback is airing out all the dirty laundry because we need answers, and it's
Mhm.
not McDaniel. I would tell him, bro, if I was the owner, if I'm Steven Ross, I would tell him if you could pass a drug and alcohol screening, you may keep your job. You have an overall record right now of 29 and 28. They are bad right now. Mike McDaniel got to go.
Awful. They're awful. Awful. And then somebody even worse, Kevin Stefanski. You got to get up out of there too, man.
Ugh.
You out of there, bro, for real, man. Y'all not doing nothing. I mean, you trying to rotate quarterbacks, and then you send you one quarterback to a division to the same division, and man, what the hell is y'all thinking about, bro? Like y'all not doing nothing, man. Ever since y'all let Baker get up out of there, and y'all gave Deshaun Watson all that money, whatever. That's probably played what 5 games in 4 years. Bro, that's bad. That's bad business decisions, bro. Like your offense doesn't get any better. Defense is stout. I mean, but you got to put up points, man. This is football. You got to do better, bro, for real. Like you've had the talent, you done well, whatever, talent wise, but you haven't put that stuff together, bro, in a long time, man. When the last time y'all had a freaking playoff appearance? 17, 18? Yeah, it's too long, bro. It's been too long. You got to go.
I think it was 2020, wasn't it? The COVID year or 2021. That's the thing with Stefanski. I didn't put him down because I felt like he has gotten the Browns to the playoffs before, and all them trades and all that. That's not on him. That's the bosses doing that, and then you're dealt the hand they give you. But regardless, Cleveland, you go through quarterback to this. It doesn't matter what it is with Cleveland. No matter the coach, no matter this, they're always bad. So at the end of the day, they have to keep going through coaches, and I think that's why they're less reluctant to pull the trigger on getting rid of him because they know they're giving him a shit
But
deal. They,
but
they
it's
know that,
but how long you been there? 9 years? Like 8, 9 years?
He's won two coaches of the year though.
and then there's that. That's what I'm saying. He's had a couple good seasons for Cleveland. I mean, when Cleveland gets a coach like him, I mean, that's considered a valuable asset compared to like what they've had. He's
If
not
they could
bad
get if they
considering
could
what they've
get
had.
if they could get a solid quarterback that they can fucking protect, they would be all right. But
They got
they,
one in Shador Sanders that they won't start. That's a
well,
coaching
There you
decision.
go.
That's a coaching decision.
well, that's technically a
Come
coaching
on,
That
call
is
the
a
spade.
coaching decision.
You gotta call a spade a
Yeah,
spade.
but
They ain't even
it
listen,
wasn't his decision to draft him.
listen. They ain't even want to name him as the backup
Oh, I know.
quarterback. And it's only two quarterbacks now. Bitch, it's only what equal two.
I don't know.
You starting or you the backup. Come
I don't
on,
know how
man.
much of that is him though.
Come
I don't know
on,
how
man.
much of that is
You're
him.
doing too much, man. For real, man. You passed your prime already, man. Your good days are done. For real. You gone.
How about Brian Dable? Brian Dable is now in his fourth season as the Giants head coach with a record of 20, 36, and 1.
Mhm.
So 9, 7, and 1 in his first season where they made the playoffs behind a healthy year of Saquon Barkley and a great defense. Also got Jones that bag that year. Ever since 6 and 11, 3, 14 last season, 2 and 4 so far this season. But at least the rookies in Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo make this team watchable, definitely.
Right. Yep.
Huge win against the Eagles last game, but in totality, moving forward, is he really the guy? I understand the not having
Mhm.
a quarterback ordeal, but that doesn't always save your job. When teams lose and they lose a lot, fans are less inclined to show up. They're less inclined to buy merch, and that leads to lost revenue. So somebody's got to be fired at some point. And Brian Dable, I just feel like sooner than later, it's gonna be your time's gonna be up.
Just because of the switch up right now, I think they gonna wait, man. I think
Yeah,
with
I
the
do
two
too.
rookies, with the two rookies out there or whatever, man, they putting fans in the seats.
Yeah, I'm not
Man,
saying
Scott.
fire him right at this second, but
No,
at
no,
the
no,
end
no,
of the
no. I'm just,
season, I
I'm
think
just
they'll
saying, I'm
cut
just
it.
saying
Yeah, true,
because
true.
I 100% agree with you that his ass probably should have been fired, bro, before the year started. You feel
Yep.
me?
Facts.
Like he hasn't been doing nothing, whatever, and you let Saquon go, bro, for nothing. You
And
feel
Daniel
me?
Jones,
Come on, bro, for
even though
real.
he got the
And
contract.
both of these guys are playing outstanding. You know what I'm saying? after leaving your franchise. You feel me? So that's one of the biggest things or whatever. But he got those guys going right now, whatever, got those guys excited. That's why I feel like they'll keep him for at least another year. I feel like at least another year. If they can give Kevin Stefanski all the damn
After
time,
this year,
they can.
you think he'll come back after this year?
If they do good, if
Depending
they
on how it play
turn,
out. Okay.
if they turn this thing around like they're supposed to, I think he'll have another year or so. You know, like I say, if it's just okay, man, y'all still down to the dirt. Cause I think they were 2-3 now. I think they two,
They're
three,
two and
and
four.
one, 2, 3,
They're
and
2 and 4.
if they win more than 6, 7 games this year, whatever, I feel like they'll give them another chance.
Especially like no Malik Neighbors too. So when he comes
Right.
back, it's gonna add even further
That's a
dynamics into
lot.
it. So
Yeah, it's a
I guess
lot
you
going
see it
on.
out because the one thing I will say that they had the first year with Daniel Jones, he had a good year that year, but that Saquon Barkley and that defense carried them to the playoffs,
Right.
playoff win. We all knew that, right? But
Right.
now it looks like you have a guy who's gonna be that quarterback for the Giants.
Right.
So you might be right. So depending on how they play out this year, and at least start next year to see like what you can do with a
What's
full
going
healthy
on with
team
it?
with your
Right.
quarterback.
Exactly.
You
What
got your guy now.
neighbors
There's
and
no excuses. That defense is going to be good again.
right.
It's tough every year, so we'll see how he fares with that. But yep, we'll hold that one for a little bit anyway.
Yeah,
But
we'll put an
his seat is
asterisk.
heating
Put an
up.
asterisk
That
by
seat
it.
is heating up
That
a
sounds
little
good
bit.
It's
to
pretty
me.
warm.
Right,
It's
right, right.
warm.
He ain't hibachi yet or whatever, but yeah, definitely. Real. Roman noodles.
I got two coaches. One is Mike Tomlin.
Oh no, you didn't go
Pittsburgh.
there.
Pittsburgh has not done a fucking thing besides having one thing that you can count on them for is a 500 season. 500
Above
season
500 season.
or barely above 500 season.
Always above 500.
And I'll give him that. But when they get to the playoffs, they haven't done anything for the longest time. So I think that his seat is a little bit warm. They've been playing okay since Aaron Rodgers got there. Aside, I think it was like week 2 that he looked like shit. But outside of that, they've looked pretty decent. But who I'm really going to go with is Harbaugh from Baltimore.
John Harbaugh, really?
Yeah. I just feel like he's been there for 18 years. I know he's won a Super Bowl, which was, I don't know, Ray Lewis's last season. I don't even remember how long ago that was. At least was probably like 10, close to 10 years now.
I want to say 2012.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, something.
It was
Something
a
like
while.
that.
It was a while back, and when they drafted Lamar, we thought for sure that they were going to be right there every year, kind of like the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl hunt every single year. They kind of are until the playoffs actually start, and then when the playoffs actually start, they just literally shit the bed. Either Lamar's hurt and he doesn't travel with the team to even give them a boost of any kind, moral support, anything, or they just collapse and lose the game every single year in the playoffs. So I don't know if having someone new in the building that can, because I feel like the way their scheme is Harbaugh wants Lamar to prove that he's a passer and not more so of a runner for what he actually is. We all know he's a runner. He's passed Michael Vick as the all-time leading rushing quarterback.
Right.
Well, he's proved he's a passer too. He's the most accurate passer in NFL history.
Exactly. But I think that's more so of what Harbaugh wants to prove, not more so of what is what Lamar wants to do or what Lamar is more capable of. Yeah, obviously he can pass the fuck out of the ball, but I feel like if they were to get someone else in there that would, I don't know,
Kind of balance it more towards the run.
yeah, or like just something. I just feel like they need a new face in there, more so less what I'm trying to say.
You think that they need a players coach, somebody younger, more relatable to the players, somebody who has potentially been in the shoes, so they could relate more to the players in certain situations.
Well, someone who
a new face.
A new face for sure, but
sometimes nature just runs its course and shit, and coaches,
kind of, yeah. So I
like
feel
Kirk Ferentz at Iowa, head coach for Iowa's football. That man's been the coach there for over 20 years. They ain't never done nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing, but nor do they expect him to. So, but
right.
Just sometimes you need a new face. A fresh face. So it brings some energy to the place,
Yep.
I don't know.
I
But
mean,
I don't,
do I think that they would do that? No,
probably not. Mm-mm.
but their defense outside of Dallas's defense is the worst defense in the league. Baltimore's probably like 30 or 31st.
Right. Yeah, that
So like
defense is
It's
it
definitely
not.
a
is god
problem.
awful. And I don't think he's a defensive coach, but he's the head coach. So that's going to fall on him.
Yeah, he is. But like I say, he got a gang of injuries right now and stuff too.
That
So
is true. That is
Yeah,
true.
it's
so
just one
so,
of them years.
so
But I'm not necessarily holding that against him this season because of all that. But like I said, the past what 6, 7 seasons that Lamar's been there,
Underachieving in the playoffs with the
underachieving every
roster.
single
I get
year,
it.
even though he's won the MVP. That's for the regular season, not the fucking playoffs. Playoffs come, they all shit to bed. So
hey,
I feel like
but
maybe a fresh face in there might help.
hey, listen though, man, the last goddamn Super Bowl winners, man. Mahomes, Brady, and you got one with your boy Hurts. You feel me? Like
Yep.
it hasn't been a lot of guys or whatever that can get through that AFC. You feel me? There's not a lot of guys
They've had
that
plenty of chances to beat Casey though. And
maybe
they always fall short.
right. That's like saying you want to fire McDermott. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no way.
Yeah,
You feel
it's
me?
tough, man. It's tough
You gotta fight those roads, bro. You gotta fight
Yeah.
those roads
because
sometimes.
what he's saying is KC was on that historic run, man. They
Oh
Right.
made
yeah,
some different
absolutely,
Exactly.
seeds.
absolutely.
Like
And as good as
anybody that go
Buffalo
through
was
them.
fighting, yeah, as good as Buffalo was fighting I mean, as good as the Ravens were fighting Buffalo's doing the even amounts. So
Right.
it's like Buffalo and Baltimore were in the same boat. They had to kind of
Exactly.
all
Yeah.
watch
Right.
Kansas City like do their thing, and
That's
the
it.
AFC's not like that no more, man. So
Nah.
we'll see how they
If
fare.
Josh Allen didn't win the MVP last year, do you think McDermott's seat would be kind of hot?
No.
Hell no.
No,
Hell no,
no.
dude. Look at
No, they
that. That
running.
guy's
They running.
record is
They running.
stellar, bro.
Yeah,
He's
they
been to the
running that shit.
playoffs every single year he's been coached
Mhm.
there, but I
Yeah.
think one.
Yeah, he
I don't
running
know,
that.
Like you
man.
don't fire a coach like that, bro.
That's the number one in the AFC North.
To win a Super Bowl is like to expect to do it every year is crazy. If you're
AFC
blessed
East.
to be able to do it once, I mean that's
Oh
hard, man.
yeah, absolutely.
So
Right.
at the end of the day, realistic expectations for a good, great coach would be making it to the playoffs, given a chance for us to win it every year.
Right.
If it's my team,
Right.
not everybody's going to beat Andy Reid. Look how long it took Andy Reid to figure it out. He was a
Right.
good coach
Exactly.
back in Philly years ago,
Right.
and
For
he was
real.
getting to the
Couldn't
playoffs,
beat
getting to
it.
the playoffs, getting to the
Couldn't beat-
playoffs.
Right.
Yeah, but
He
they
couldn't
guess what? They
couldn't get over
eventually
that
moved
hump.
on from him though.
They did. That's business. But like, look, Andy Reid was still a good coach though, and he had a lot of
yeah,
chances.
right.
And
I'm not
sooner or
saying
later,
McDermott
it
or
runs its
Harbaugh
course.
are good coaches. I just
And
feel like you said, maybe Harbaugh specifically, since that's who I chose, maybe it just ran its course in Baltimore.
how about this one? I had Luke Fickell, head coach of the Wisconsin Badgers, but now he's in his third full season and it's trending downward. They're sitting at 2-4 right now, 0-3 in the conference, 5-7 last year, 7-6 in 2023. So they're going down the drain and they're gonna need a new front man. He did really well at Cincy in the 6 years he was there, but as the competition got stiffer, so did your wins. And there isn't a Badger fan alive that wants to keep Luke Fickell. So Luke Fickell's going to be fired sooner than later after the season, I think.
Hey,
He got to go.
you got to put Billy Boy in there too, man. Billy Napier. You know he on the hot seat, man. His
I was waiting
fire
for
hot.
that.
Fire hot. I ain't know we were doing college too. So, but hey, man, since you want to talk about college, man, Billy Napier, bro, for real, because you want to call plays and this and that, and then you want to play, you want the players to play good this week and the next week, man. You just go a whole different script, bro, for real. What you doing? Picking out a hat, the plays, because man, it don't seem like you getting nothing done. But you know him, and ain't nobody say Aaron Glenn, man, for real. The winless Aaron Glenn over there at the
Nah,
Jets.
bro.
You
Not no
know,
first year.
Not yet,
You
not
never
yet.
fire a coach in the first
Bro.
year. Never.
Bro.
They're god awful, but
bro,
give him a shot.
man. I want to give him a shot, but golly, man, he need a shot of Jack Daniels, bro, for real. Because that shit, hey, man, this
He's on that shit,
worse
I
and
promise.
worse and worse and worse, bro. And I want you to win, not against us, but against somebody. Like you're supposed to beat that Miami team, bro. There's a couple teams you're supposed to beat. Like you just ain't got that, man. Y'all ain't got that stuff in y'all. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
the
it's
injuries
rough.
on the
It's
defense
hard
or
to watch.
what.
It really is.
Man,
Yep.
and even
they were
even
there.
that game, I'm about to say even the game
They were there.
in London,
Couple
right?
games, man.
Bro,
They're
13 to
right about
11,
there,
bro.
but just
13
dumb
to
shit.
11.
Same dumb shit, bro.
Man.
You can't. I don't ever find cause for pause unless it's something that is like an Urban Meyer situation where like he kicked the kicker and like
Right.
supposedly and this and that, and like you just don't transition well. You've never coached in the NFL before and this is your first head coaching gig. That yes, okay, maybe, but
Right.
somebody like Aaron Glenn who's put in his time and paid his dues, you don't fire first year head coaches on their teams because
Mm.
they're brothers, okay? That's what it is, and that's exactly what happened to fucking Gerard Mayo last year, his first year.
Romeo, I'm about to say, yeah, for real.
And
That's
look
a
at
ring a
Mike
bell.
Vrabel
Ding
this
dong, ding
year.
dong.
If you would have
Right.
gave him one more year, this would be Gerard Mayo doing this shit too. You
I
can't
agree.
tell me he couldn't have got a couple wins with this team, a way better
Right.
team with the draft picks
Right.
and the free agents you picked up. And no, and you
Right.
didn't give him the same grace as you give Mike
Right.
Vrabel this first year, right off rip, man. You
Two
didn't
hundred million
tell
dollars
him to
worth of
get a
free agents, and
yeah,
right.
exactly. He couldn't get a Stephon Diggs. He couldn't get nobody, bro. He couldn't get
Nothing.
a Trayvon Diggs. Shit, that's
Mm-mm.
crazy. You couldn't get nobody.
Mm-mm.
Last dude I have. What about Bill Belichick? But he might not last in North Carolina with all these
Mm.
reports
Yeah.
flying
Yeah.
around, bro.
Right.
The
Right.
players do not like him. They do not respect him. The team is undisciplined, and often they're all out of sorts, and it truly shows on the field. But the man is
Yeah.
there for a paycheck. We all know that, and a nice piece of ass. He could give a damn about
Right.
these players winning a game. You don't believe
Right.
me? Try your hand at watching a North Carolina football game sometime. Tell me that he cares. With a
Man.
straight face, tell me he gives a shit. They will finish the season 4-8 at best. 70 plus transfers or not, that's unacceptable, especially from Bill Belichick. College
Right.
life is not for you, bro, when it comes to
That's
coaching. You
not
should have
it.
just stayed there, stayed in the press boxes, bang your
Right.
hot young girlfriend, whatever, and peace.
Take
so
your
you don't have
six
a spotlight
champions,
on
your
you.
6 Super Bowls, and ride
Right.
off
For
to the
real.
sunset.
Man, you
It's
can write
bad.
books all day. All you
It's
can do is
bad.
write books, man, and do anything you want.
Yep.
I
You ain't
don't
got
think
to
he
do
comes back next year,
nothing.
bro. I don't
Nah,
think he
that shit
comes
over,
back. It's
bro.
gonna be short lived, bro. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, that
Not
shit
every
over.
not every coach can transition though, but that's just a couple coaches. Y'all let us know what coaches are on the hot seat, who needs to be fired right now. Let us know in the comments.